Hey everyone, welcome back to D3V Land, which is a pack all about Baba custom words, and we're on the 5th world right now. So this world's all about, I don't know, star drop. Stars drop. Okay. So it drops all objects, and I'm not sure if the belt's, like, what is that belt doing? And why is it, like, coming back? I mean, okay, let's just break it. Does it just drop belts specifically? I guess? Weirder than specifically belts, I suppose. But I can make it push? Push seems better. I need to get this off the wall. And how does it interact with walls as well? We need to know that. Okay. And it dropped down. Like, the sprite is dropped down in specific. I guess it makes it look like it can't mess with walls, right? Because there's a skull in here. So I bet this will not do anything. Oh, it does affect the wall. Okay, I mean, whatever. Let's just, like, drop the skull. Of course, the drop has an arrow on it, though, which is, I think, relevant. I'm starting to think that, it doesn't matter. I can just put this to the edge. Like, messing with the wall did seem like another potential secondary solution in case the first was, like, a red herring of some kind. But anyway, stars win. Let's go. Alright, do you go to B first? I guess we do. Phantom leech. Ooh, that's the other word in this. Skull is leech. Leeches. Okay, if I press space, what does that even do? Well, it seems to kill the skull if I leech for 2 turns in a row. What? And then we have skull is safe, seemingly being able to be spelled. This is very strange. When it's leech, it floats in the air, but also doesn't do anything. And I press space, but it's only alive for 1 turn. Skull's weak isn't very good. Okay, so, like, it seems that leech, what it does is kind of strange. It makes it a phantom, a floating phantom. It can't push anything. When you press space, you unleash, and you get 1 turn to unleash effectively. So I think you want to do skull is safe. And safe also... No, it's a transformation, so that emptiness does not go away. Can I break this? No, again, that emptiness does not go away even if you make skull is safe. You probably want to be like just... Okay, I don't know why I activated Skull's Leech. Just do Skull's win, my gosh. Sorry, something came on, I had to do something. Anyway, level C, Possession. Leech is back. I mean, I can be Skull as you, but this is not great. Isn't this a huge problem? Skull as Leech needs to happen, but then this gets stuck, which is not good. Also, I don't have control of the skull when this is happening. And then we have Skull Eat Box on the bottom. Flag without box in on skull. So, no box. And the skull needs to survive, at least. Alright. Baba and skull is leech. Is that the only thing? Like, I'm not even sure that's reasonable, because it might be Baba is you and leech. If we can move this down by 1, which does seem also viable. But if the skull is not leech, there's little to do. It would be nice if there was a way to just push this out. Like, set up leech. And you can undo it by pushing this way. That is much better for a situation. Because then you can have the leech go out. Yep, I think that's it. That's the main thing to do in that level. Break this first. Eat that. And I want Baba and Skull as you. Well, it doesn't matter. Because you just step on it, and because Skull is you, also win. Yeah, I was gonna be like, just put Baba and the skull together, but there's no need for it. Okay, double drop. We're back to drop. This time it's upwards. You die if you do that. Dust is cliff. That's not great either. Why do you have 2 stars? I mean, I guess that's why it's called double drop, but... Maybe 1 is to set star back to push again, but there's still a dust in the way. Huh. Or Dust as Cliff can be made, but that's also confusing in a way. And there's no way to, like, break something that is not part of this, yeah? Okay, I really don't see how this is possible. What? How do you get past that second dust in the back? I guess you need to be standing on the dust to be doing Dust as Cliff. Okay, I mean, like... But also, I want to have Baba there. Okay, so break this. So Baba can stand... Okay, the Dust is Cliff. There we go. And, the second star was just there. Because Dust is Cliff is delayed by a turn during the drop. It actually is weird that it's delayed by a turn. If you do this, this is not an action that's delayed by a turn. So the fact that it's delayed by a turn there is just more cursed, like, timing nuance in a way. Anyway, not over there. This is a big level. There's a gate is win that needs to be stopped. There's drop to the left over here. Gate is shut. So we need to open it. There's open. Star near... I guess star near Bob is drop, except you can't really do that. Why is Bob is you a breakable statement? That feels like a bad thing. Huh. So star near Bob... Well, if I do that, then this is something that would want text on, and it's like you can't get text in this area. Ooh, that's a problem. Huh. Like, I think I want text here because let's say that I do stars drop. This word open is just gonna suck. Let's do Baba is stop. If you do Baba is stop, then it could block the open from falling all the way down into the left wall where it could never be retrieved again. Also, does star is Baba not just beat everything? I think you're supposed to do like star near Baba is Baba or something so that things are like... I don't even know. I really don't know. Like, so things are a bit more balanced and there was a way to drop, but at this point I have no idea what the intended idea is. Because too much is going unused. Wait, there's an extra for the previous. We should check it out. 1.5. There's another dust. And dust next to text eat level. Okay, dust next to text eat level. Okay, so the dust can no longer be... Like, the text can no longer be shoved through this tunnel. But I see stars push... And there's an extra and, so maybe the star just retains being pushed the whole time. And one star is being pushed through, like, here, and then you do and drop. Whoops. No. That stays there. Whoops. Oh my god, you... Absolutely clumsy. But you do, like, this. Boom. Did I go too fast? I just used the star instead of text to block the tunnel. Okay. Sure. Penitentiary, there we go. Oh gosh, it's like the... It's... Whoa, that's funny. Wait, we do leech on Keke? What? Okay, I mean, obviously this is the reason why I find this level's layout funny. It's because it shares a very similar layout with the infamous prison from the main game, which used the squish trick, which is not very obvious to many people. Although, I will say, now that I got the opportunity, oh my god, I got to bring this up in a recent Patrick stream, Patrick's Paradox Creators stream. Now I get to bring it up again. I don't think the original prison level in the base game was unfair, or particularly a standout, but yeah, I don't know. But, like, there wasn't a move in the original level, like, the text moved, and that made it more difficult, like, unfairly, in my opinion, but that got kind of changed. But I don't think that was what people had a main problem with. Anyway, Keke's leech. I wonder what I was going to break it. It didn't go away. It still didn't go away. Oh, never mind. I guess it died there. Can you do Keke's Baba now? No, because there's rules at the top. No transformations there allowed. And text is defeat, too, also. That's a huge problem. Maybe it just goes outside, but that's not even the best thing either. Huh. So, the position this actually wants to be is like... Okay, so now that it's on text, are we fine? Oh, we're fine. Well, okay. I made a mistake. The mistake is that I need to push this down one. I don't want to get text accidentally stuck to walls, so... I actually need to move this down by one. Okay, now let's continue the path. Playing as the other character, but I don't care. Get you through the wall, please. Because my plan for you is to do Baba is you, and get on the other side while being Leech now. So, like, here... I'm not sure this will work. Hopefully Baba can, like, survive, because I am switching to a Leech plan. Oh, no. Wait. This, If I was gonna do this, what is wrong with me? I can't do this then undo Leech at the same time, unless I break Leech, which means that its actual position needs to be much further down. Babazu needs to fill in these spots. Someone thought from this position that I could make Baba go one tile to the left and then be able to rescue stuff, but I don't have that capability, but I do know how to beat it anyway. Hard for the unhinged solving process as always. In fact, what the hell is Baba doing? Just do Leech and break Cliff's stop. Oh, you can do Cliff's Leech for fun. And also die to suspiciously totally not existent hint text. Anyway, let's just do like Cliff's win. You don't need the other character, and oh god, that level of like... I'm actually vulnerable to that type of red herring nuance in a way. Let's just do the extra immediately. Hermetic Vortex, what is this? Now there's no other is. However, there's the transformation fix now, which means we can do Keke's Baba this time, which means that Baba's Leech is also available. Wait, what happens when only one Baba's Leech? But also, with two Babas, I can now do this. Baba's Leech is available. Well, there you go. Also, I accidentally stacked the Babas, but no one cares. Alright, anyway, good night. Also, I love how the second extra... What?! Yes! Yes! I love this level so much. I love it. I love that there's extras. I guess I must be the only person who is happy about that. Also, is that... We start with Leech, so we need to break it on the first turn. But I mean, the worst part is, like, these might all be cheesable the same way. I don't even know. It's hard to tell what it's going for. This is going for a Skull House thing. But I'm pretty sure you can just beat it the exact same way that I just did. So that means none of this was intentional. God damn it. I will say, though, I really enjoy the melody of this track that's playing. Okay, I basically decided to record just the music, and I'm gonna use that as the ending of the video. Why does this track have a spooky silent ending, by the way? Okay, that's weird. Like, how does Baba's Keke not work? Maybe there's, like, the way the Leech works, maybe, like, by transformation, so maybe that's the whole joke, that Baba can be Keke under certain circumstances. Because otherwise, there's no reason for this word to even be here. And yes, I'm 100% aware that I can do this puzzle with the exact same solution I had done before. No, you still can't turn it. Well, I don't even know what to say. Leech doesn't work. The transformation to empty doesn't work. It doesn't mean that Baba can transform into Keke all of a sudden. This actually is one of the most confusing levels, unless the whole joke is that it's more red herring to prevent you from noticing this, but then it's like, why wouldn't that be possible in other levels? There. It's just like, there was no way to, like, make a Keke in that level, or to create a second Baba. So I don't even know. This must be inescapable. Baba and Keke is done. I don't think you understand. It says Baba and Keke is done. We're supposed to stack on top of them in, like, one of the earlier levels? I don't even know. I feel like one of those, like, clowns. Okay, I mean, like, okay, first of all, that's the interaction that happens, but, anyway, one of those highly successful clowns that, like, can escape a prison over and over or something. Okay. Drop down the pieces. Oh, by the way, I should, if you liked seeing that layout over and over, watch this video. I can't believe it's almost been 2 years since that video was released. My god. The freaking months are flying by, man. Anyway, Teeth. Teeth and Skull is defeat. But, also Drop. Drop is like, it's been a while since that has appeared, huh? Okay, actually, how do you get past these? Baba without Baba is used, so no second Baba in this level. This is really strange to me. What? I guess Baba wants to be float plus drop, and these toothed bottoms, this level's like, it's designed to be annoying or something. Anyway, I want, like, a cliff is also stopping still, also important. The creator knows that the cliff would drop normally, although I wonder if it can drop through a solid object, right? I have not actually seen that interaction yet. And it's something that we need to know, honestly. Anyway, drop and float somewhere, please. Okay, so you can in fact drop through, which is very important. Notice that the text is also dropping right through the skull. So this seems like a rule change that will need to happen. Like, I see Skull is float, right? So we just need to make Baba not float at this time. Skull is float, someone bypassed it. Although I wonder what the nudge is doing. Maybe the nudge is returning the float. I don't know. The part where the float needs to turn back on is maybe not the most, like, intuitive part. The path that I'm imagining just, like, intuitively is like, while I'm on the other side of there, the word float goes down and left so that it can succeed in making Baba is float this way. I think that's what it is, but maybe there's a different idea. I guess one problem with that idea is right now, like what I'm doing here, the word float is already not very accessible. I could also make it a star is nudge timed deal, where the star is the first thing, but then I don't know how we get the float in position very well. Ooh, there's a very cool interaction I just visualized that I think might be something. The star would go all the way over here, though, or something like that. Or it's nudge and drop. And the idea, oh god, I just love that this is a thing I can visualize. Baba's float, the star goes down, breaks that, it goes down, and then floats back, which is so cool to think about. Unfortunately, the teeth at the bottom level are dumb, so I guess the word push can fill in the gap. Okay, I love that a lot. Here. Let's go. Okay, so now Baba's float will be broken, and then it'll come back! I love that. I love that extremely. Okay, also, drop apparently makes the floating globally annoying. Alright. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm floating. Wait, I'm floating. Man, I suck at this game. Alright, here you go. Chess battle advanced. Alright. Now, of course, we 100% stuff. That gate's probably gonna have a problem where it doesn't open. Judging by the map's other problems. Skipping stones. Up and auto and... That kills. What's going on? Rocket sink? Alright, but I like the elegance of this level. We got leech. Skull can be leech. Or auto. Or up. Does leech allow it to push on top of water or what? Because... I mean, we've got problems. Okay, auto also. What auto does... Oh, come on, that's so... Oh god, huh. Anyway, what auto does, it will always... It moves in that direction, basically. I really need to do some shuffling if I want this to work, because I believe I am leeching to make it be able to go through walls, aka use the phantom effect. God, can I not break the leech after? There are a lot of questions here. I wonder what up is for. Anyway, I'm just imagining all this. Then you just undo leech on that turn. Well, I mean, that's the first thing I thought, and I was wondering if I was gonna ever need to break leech, but no, it just seems like we just win. Alright, telepathy, question mark. Ooh. Okay, so the obvious problem is that we're gonna have... The problem is that we're gonna have no problem, because the level looks easy. Okay, anyway. Go here. Wait. Oh. Well, no, that can still block. Okay, again, I don't really get it. Just do Stada's skull. And also, like, for the skull potentially blocking, there are many ways to think about it, but also one of them is, like, just block out this. That was the first thing I was thinking to just filing 4 pieces of text block the way. I did wonder if it was a different one, and the skull seemed like it could have just gotten completely pushed out of the way, even if that wasn't a thing. Also, they're Greek letters. That's a reference to my letter incremental video, by the way, just in case I sound weird. Water speed still. We want to go up, drop both left and right. What do you mean left and right, mind? Up and right. That's up and right are available. But, and I need to be influenced by both? I guess. That's the only thing to think about and do anyway. Alright, well, how? Huh. Okay, I like this so far. I sure hope it's actually possible, though. Is that all? Is that enough? I don't quite know how this multi-fall works as much as I like it. Anyway, let's just try it out. Gem is the one that will drop to the right, correct? And then orb will drop upwards. And then if I go in the combined space between the two... Thank you, Spaghetti Monster. That safe rubble on the top doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I do not know how this works, really. Obviously, I was hoping to end up there, where there's a cliff right there, and, I actually just don't know how this works. I know that this double thing interaction does exist, but I don't know how exactly it works. Maybe the word push was needed? I don't know. If that's the case, we have a problem, because that word push is not... I can't get that out anymore. Maybe we use the cliff at the bottom to prevent that from happening, like here? Like, we do everything that we need to this way?
Just the Baba would like hit this first or something, even though even that doesn't make that much sense. I mean, no, looking, okay, it's clear that that is actually the midpoint and that the objects should help drop each other. Okay, it makes tons of sense now. Although it is disappointing that the Baba Wiki didn't give me any information about, like, how it chooses where you land if there's multiple falls activating at once, because fall is effectively how this drop is being implemented. At least Link isn't fall. That would just be ridiculous. Anyway, let's do this. Also, I feel like... Can't it work? Like, you don't quite need there to be 2 saving rubbles, do you? It doesn't matter that much, but it's just like, it's just kind of weird there's 2 rubbles there when you only need the 1, but there we go. You can see, boom, boom, and there we go. Oh, there's an extra. Well, let's do it. Deadliest water. Ooh. Oh, come on, that's easy. And maybe a little bit disappointing. Was it lag a little bit too? Anyway, let's just do the thing. I mean, you should have used like the dangling push or something in one of these levels or whatever. But anyway, we're here. Yup. And this is apparently level 2, so I guess they were expecting you to do all these first or something. I don't know. Like, how is that extra level 2? I want there to be a much cooler extra. This is actually solvable, by the way, but when I was solving it, it had a less satisfying idea than I had attempted, and I like this level layout, but I don't know if I want a CBA doing more of it. Trying to make another extra for it, I guess. Like, this is ripe for it. Anyway, Perseverance. Leech auto, stops up gate. What is going on there? Oh. Okay, text is open. Apparently immediate. Yeah, text is shut and shut plus open will open everything at once. So yeah, don't. But also, it seems like we need that sort of interaction because I see that stop exists. What's with the dots as decoration in this, by the way? Dots are supposed to live in houses, not be decoration. Anyway, there's like text is auto and leech and like, I don't know. How is something supposed to be open and then yet correct? I guess like this we need to get rid of immediately. But if something is leech, especially for text, that can put it up, but it's on a dot and not on text eat level. This is not good either. But leech can help us stack text as well and also get Okay, that's a hidden text fail moment. I don't think it's like if you put the text on water, it completely disappears from view, which is not really the intent. It's because of hidden text is why that works that way. Well, there's no flag is X suspicion that I can do, unfortunately. I actually do not see the first step here immediately. Is this something can auto? Okay, so hold on. Auto. We don't know the default facing direction for these things, so auto, unfortunately, doesn't help, and the word gate moves to the right, which is super not good for the purpose. I was hoping that this word stop could, like, move down or out of the way or something, especially with leech. Although that seems to imply some sort of text is auto, text is leech, text is win garbage we could do. No way. No way. Also, this gate's in the way, so there's even less way. Although the fact that leech could go through this gate also is a mess. I don't think so. If you do text is auto and leech, text is eat level, this thing moves to the left, but since the word dot will move to the left, it'll just say text eat level, which is bad for us. Wait, there is one interaction that I forgot to test. Text is leech. Oh god. Wait, that's not how I thought it worked at all. Okay, that was the interaction I was missing. God, that's a little bit annoying, huh? But, okay, is it that, like, some text is on rubble and some isn't? Like, I really thought that wasn't how it worked at all. Okay, loudness warning, I genuinely get super surprised here and, like, scream a lot, but, like, I did not intend this. So there was a funny interaction that I saw happen when I destroyed the entire level a while ago. That was not, by the way, that's not, oh my god, that's real, that was not what I was expecting. The level dies twice. That wasn't even the interaction I was trying to show off. Oh my god. I can't even recreate it properly. That's so hilarious. I guess we could have to speak about the moves I was making. It was this, and you idle, then you press right or press up or something. I don't know. Or press idle left. What? Oh god, that level is incredibly broken. Okay, if you do up, left, right, a bunch of levels get created, which is funny to see. I cannot believe that I'm still not showing off the direction I was trying to show. I forgot how to do it. And if you press up, 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 it's just that only the levels appear. Still not the interaction I was trying to show anyway. Okay, I deleted the word hide at the top so I could maybe try to recreate it, and you can also see how it goes so wrong. The text state level thing just goes away completely, and like all the hidden text starts moving around. One of which is water is you, by the way. So all the water can move out. And this is why moving left wins, because water is you, by the way. And the flag is right there. I guess flag is win breaks at that turn, so that's not exactly how that works. I literally cannot figure out how to recreate this visual glitch, so I'll just try to describe it. I cannot believe I have to mock up a picture of the glitch, but okay, so first of all, when text is leech, note that everything is floating up and down, right? So this is kind of related to the glitch. And then when you stop and break the leech statement. See how the text is kind of sunken in? All of the text is kind of sunken in and offset. Well, because this is a global float glitch, they don't reset back to their initial positions. And this is part of the glitch that I saw and was trying to show off and failed. What I somehow did was I made all of the water float like this and then destroy the level, and then I undid. And so I saw a bunch of waters displace with each other, so it looked like there were like black lines cutting through the water. Again, it's a mock-up because I don't know how to recreate it, and that was what I was trying to show off for the entire 1 to 2 minutes. Like, I made it by accident and then forgot how it happened, and then I discovered like 3 more devastating things. But I still need to actually do the level, don't I? First of all, block that off, and now the idea here is to do text as auto and stack everything. Now they need to retain their facing direction so you can unstack them all later. But if the idea works out that the text... It doesn't work if you idle only once there. And we need a way for Texas Auto to break on its own. This might be annoying. So we want something like this. You can idle twice for that to work, actually. It's pretty good. Can we freaking combine this such that there isn't any lost text or stuff? Oh god, please stop with the hidden text reveal. I'm trying to do the level normally. But also, maybe it's useful that if I do this, some text remains. The leech lonely check works. You can see that the text that is stacked does not disappear, which was the whole idea. So maybe instead we should try to do this on the turn that the leech happens. Well, I accidentally got it to happen with this configuration. Look at the top right tile. Okay, fine, I guess I got it to happen by accident. Oh yeah, trying to do it doesn't work now. Okay, but yeah, I stacked Leech and Auto in hopes that I would be able to have 2 turns destroying the top object, but it seemingly has just utterly failed, thanks to the hidden text spaghetti. Dealing with all these facing directions is such a mess. All I wanted to do was stack all the objects so that they wouldn't be lonely anymore. No wonder there's a loneliness epidemic. Man, I'm trying to set up something in the editor, and look at this priority nonsense. Down, down, undo, undo. Down, down, undo, undo. Down, down, undo, undo. Look at how the freaking text direction of the stop changes. God. Just because of undo, my god. Alright, officially I can't with that level. Managing move priority. To break auto even though their facing direction isn't working, you have to push 2 objects at the same place. I'm just going to go level L and take the L on that level. Immortality. Yay, different level for... Okay, not all... Again, like, I already beat it thanks to the stupid glitch. We have all is star. That does not do anything. Why? Because not star is not star. All his text breaks everything. Level without water is weak. So I need to stuff the water in the level. Text is done is not good to have either. Okay, there's a knot in here. And I feel like I should be doing a leech right here. Skull is the only other object I can really mess with. And Skull is you, in fact, does work. Not all and not Skull is not leech, so basically it's saying that Skull is leech is involved for sure. Although I don't know why text is so there. Like, there's so much text, actual text in the level. Baba feels like the most restricted one. Why should I not just play as Skull, I guess? Then I could do Skull as leech. Hopefully Baba can still stay alive then, though. Okay. Pretty sure I want Skull as leech. Skull, why are you not, like, going into the wall? Why? I was like, where's the star? Not star is not star. What? This means that no object can become a star. Although, not X does not include text, so I could make some text a star. Even though it seems absolutely ruinous. Can we need to text this leech again? As if that wasn't spaghetti enough in the past. Even though it says, like, not all, and the phrase not all includes text. In fact, I think it's like the only thing it includes. It refers to both text and empty when you say not all. Like, there are suspicious pieces of text that don't have rubble on them, like that, as well as Baba is Baba, so we could get rid of them. I don't know why I highlight those, because there is rubble at the bottom right. Okay, I updated to the latest version in hopes it would change anything, and this level and the previous didn't change, but there is the new level on the map. Yeah, Skull's Leech fails to work. Text is you also failing due to text that's done being made, but that part was kind of obvious. I thought Leech would work now. Okay, I have another idea about, it's about this not star is not star rule over here, and it's basically, because not star, like text and empty are immune to it, if I set up text as text, and I make an empty space appear, you can see that a star is in the level now. Even though, like, it seems like a star can't be made in the level, you can actually make it appear. Problem is, like, of course everything's freaking died. Also, I downloaded a new version in hopes that it would fix the the weird thing where Skull's Leech seems to do nothing at all, but it hasn't fixed anything. But there is a new level in the overworld. I literally don't understand why Skull's Leech doesn't work here. I literally tried to delete everything from this level. Where's my floating phantom effect? I'm so confused about this pack sometimes. No, I need to go to a normal level. I feel like I'm going insane. Also accidentally clicked N, but whatever. Alright, so we seemingly got alternators set up because I need to go on teeth and then dot. But I need to be floating one on the dot. Drop, drop, tumble. Wait, you can barely see this. Sure hope something like that wasn't hidden in the, like, previous level. But, okay, so what is this? Teleport? But it's only one way? Okay, well, I mean, it still makes sense that probably, and is getting teleported in that position. Although it is worth noting there's some paranoia of getting the sword float off of the wall, which is potentially possible. Anyway, do I just do tumble and shift to move these around? Probably. This goes here. This goes here, and then Skull is dropping in cross formation, right? This is what I would expect. Oh my god. Great. Okay, let's not. That feels so cursed. Okay, Baba, I don't know, maybe you like here instead. Won't that move the text away? I guess we'll just do it then. Yeah, it does move it off. I doubt we actually need to do that. Just try to do this level normally. So we have a skull, so we're just doing it in steps again instead of trying to do it all at once. Okay, wait, hold on, tumble this float needs to happen. Are we fine? Yes, we're fine. Love how the ordering though, it's like, you never see Baba ever push anything to the right, which is cursed looking. But yes, tumble this float is happening on every other turn, which allows this to work, yay. Break this stuff, please. And tumble is win. How many? Well, looks like we need to sync a bunch of stuff, right? All is not text, that's the sync. Something is not push. Not skull is not skull. Text does not drop down. Are we dropping down anything? If it's stopping still. I don't think this is going to be dropped through anything, right? There's like decoration objects that I'm suspicious about, but no effect there. Although I wonder if the fact that it is a belt is something that's allowed to be shift there, but that is unlikely. There's a star at the top left, and there's decoration objects underneath, but good luck triggering them. Thank you, Windows 10. I'm sure that will not get better with Windows 11's release. Is the drop just for an unstacking device? Because I know fall can unstack stacked objects. But that would require us to stack something anyway. I don't know. But that might actually be it. Well, no, all is not text, so how? Not skull is not skull, so the duped object can't be skull. There's only one other thing I can see doing, and this is pretty sacrificial. But you do text is not push with a drop down here, because this is the only vertical line. If this is the case, this is very funny, because it's like not that obvious. I mean, I am worried though, because it seems like I just sacrifice the star in order to do it. Because again, I cannot make that star into more objects, but... And then how do I break text not push? But I imagine this is involved. So now suddenly objects can become text, but the problem is, I just lost my star. I push this out eventually, maybe. That's not...
Not exactly. But funnily enough, this allows is stacking. And is stacking is another way. No, it isn't. Because, oh god. Well, it could be. It could be a way to get more objects. I don't really know this is what I was really going for, though. Because the is's aren't even, like, organized. But I could make them organized. Here. Yes! Okay, by the way, I of course, I did stars push just before here in order to... You know, the star needed to be higher up. But there we go, it's all stacked now. So then I can switch the dot between star and dot. Also, other way around here. And now this isn't stacked, so there's multiple... So this is doubling the number every single time. Now, of course, sync destroys all objects. Also, you can do this to unstack, but... Maybe I do need to do that. Oh, that's a little annoying if I do. Because, of course, the star is the thing that needs to get switched. Also, there's a max of 6 of the same object stacked at once. Maybe this isn't enough, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Man, I sure hope that this is enough copies of things that I have in the inventory. Lol inventory. Should be enough, right? 2 stars here, and I mean, it just looks like we have enough text to drop the rest, which is nice, because, you know, it's a repeatable process, and I'm glad that you don't need to redo it. Yay! Will there be an extra? No! No! Oh, God. The all is not text breaking was literally really cool, and it's not used. Oh well. Okay, before we go to the alpha level, there's please don't escape this. Another one of these. Also, Cliff is defeat this time, and it looks like the thing that I did in the previous level might truly be gone and screwed. Although it's not defeating because we're floating, so maybe that's okay? I don't know what to think. I'm just gonna continue doing this until it fails. I swear that stop is there just so that it can actually succeed. But we actually do need to keep Leech again. Or have some other objects still alive. I'm not sure why I just don't do Cliff as Leech. And then it'll all be floating over us. Well... Well, I would think I could do something with this, but I think I do need another object to be Leech that isn't the Cliff, because I need to get inside here and break it out. Of course, breaking away Cliff's defeat would be the absolute best option. Okay, I think I set up... this is a bit annoying maneuvering-wise, but... Like, another object like Baba needs to go all the way down, so that when Cliff is no longer Leech, we'll be able to get it in the area. Should have done this diagonal tactic earlier. Alright, it's in. Now it's time for Baba to be you and Leech. So be Leech, go down, unleech, break, and... yeah, it's no longer defeat, so Baba's win is available. Alright. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Baba. Also... oh yeah, the word defeat's there. Alright, there you go. There. Alright, will this level teach what's wrong with level L? Wait. Host is set. Host? Host? What do you mean host is sad? Like, I literally have no clue what the Leech's thematic was for. Was there a host all this time? Is there a guest too? I mean, we can go here. Does it leech off the skull? Is that even an interaction? If we do host is sad, it seems like the skull is in fact affected. Like, because the sad particles are dripping off of the skull. Yeah. Maybe don't pick a particle that only triggers like once every 4 seconds. I don't know. Okay, I guess we do hostess push. Okay, there we go. Was that enough? Because it seems like one of the objects disappeared, which is not good. We don't want that to happen. We want to keep that other object alive. And by other, I mean the other teeth alive. So again... so it's only seemingly hosts also when the space bar is hit. Because it can't press down before then. I need to press space for the unleash part of it to work. And now I can probably do teeth as win. Use the other teeth to win because the other one is stuck. Okay? But where's the text? Baba on flag is win. There's no way to target Baba seemingly. Which is why I'll probably need to do Skull as Leech and Host and Skull as you. Hold on. Host and Skull is you. Oh well, there you go. A leech in the box.
Okay, gate is stop. That's not good because there's a gate right there. But there is a gate next to box is empty. Now, next to is the 4 adjacent squares, not the 8 adjacent squares. So that box is not doing well. Are we doing Bob as leech? Is that even possible? Box's push would allow this, but now Bob without box will win. So that box wants to get out of here. How is leech ever going to happen, by the way? And where's the dot coming in? Star is leech, maybe. I don't know. What else is gonna happen? I guess host is dot then, and the host box could be considered the host. Well, I think this level solves itself. Wait, no. No, there we go. Okay, we had to idle when the box was on the star in order to make it the host, and then turn into a dot, because host is dot. There we go. That level really did solve itself. Transportation station, let's go. Okay, so is there alternative setup going on here? Bob is win, except there is Spike, and putting the text... text and car on Spike is empty, it says. Okay. So do you host this text? What's the car doing? Probably being there at the same time as the... As the Spike? Is that true? Or is there even space to do that? Will it just die? What's the car doing? It's not doing alter, because the auto does not... Like, auto doesn't even bounce back and forth, but auto still just won't do what you need. Leech. Car is leech, and somehow selecting the thing seems more plausible. Maybe just like auto from here, and then car is leech for the phantom effect. Yes, and then I push it to the right, but it's still leech while it's pushing to the right. So now it's on the text. And now what? Both car and text are auto while one is hosting the other? So car... Okay, thanks. No. The top is a problem. I guess that just means that host needs to be the one that's set to auto then. But also host is text and... Oh god, hopefully I don't need a text stack. Because I need to do host is text. I'm pretty sure I need to do that. No, I can do that too. Wait, now it can auto itself. Not that that's good either, but that will also hop over the spikes, I think. No, I freaking undid, apparently. Yeah, there's like two options. Either it hops over the spikes by moving two at once, or host is text, which I hope will act like text is text, and prevent the transformation from happening. If it's like this, then why don't I stack the two is's and be done with everything? So set up text as leech, stacking the... Oh, don't accidentally press space. Stack them, and then... car is leech, host is auto. Yes! Wait, no, what? Why did the... Oh god, why did the car disappear? Okay, I just do car as car or something, I don't know. Okay, and then we just alternate that process, right? Okay, there we go. I don't know why it lags that much, by the way, but yeah, we want to do car as auto. This should be stacked. Oh god, I'm not sure I understand what's going on. Oh, is the text next to car is still causing it? Or at least on this time, so text wants to be leeched, so it's like phantomized. No? This is a problem. If the car can't go to this win by going right to the right, like how? Maybe car as leech will help? Okay, it looks like car as leech fixes the issue. Even though I don't understand, because floating does not interfere with the on check, so it should have been empty. I don't know. Also, the text vertical offset looks so bad. Anyway, keep repeating this process and we'll win the level. Unleash, and then at the same time that you do cars auto. Alright, there we go. There's an extra. Also, what do you mean level 1? Wait, this is actually really fun. Yeah, okay. I've never seen this done in a pack before, I think. Where the final, the 0-1, the normal level is just the final extra wherever here. Leech oh my god, yes, text infestation as well. Gate is stop. Well, I want that start to not be a thing anymore. Dot is still. My god, text infestation. Gates next to Dot is empty. And what do we have all over here? Does Baba want to be Leech now? Probably. Oh, no. Not Star's not Leech, so only Star can be Leech here. This makes me wonder if Baba is becoming an alternator. Well, no, because not Baba is not Baba, so Baba can't turn back. If there is an alternator, it's not between Baba and something. Anyway, Box is planning to be a Dot, right? So I guess Baba is Leech. No, but Baba can't be Leech. Where's Star coming in? Star needs to be Leech, but is Star alternating too? Because that feels forced. I guess host is not something that is always gonna be how it is. that's such a cursed way to describe it. It's because of the idling doing something, which is why I'm pretty sure I can do something like this. No. Dot is still. I wanted to push this box while Baba doesn't stay. And also I wanted it to turn into a dot while I was pushing it. Because the dot is still, so it can't turn into a dot any earlier. I feel like I'm missing something important and big. Like, Baba is Baba somehow feels like something I would want to say. Maybe Star is also push? Would that be right? We're doing host is push. And then host is dot. If so, the word box is not useful here, but... Nope. Unless host is box. Ooh, okay. Okay, host is box. So it stays, it's the other way around. Okay, so... okay, I leave it like this, and I have Leech set on this position where it isn't floating. So, host is box keeps it as a box until I want it gone and off, and now it's a dot, and there we go. Not at all times. This level looks big and intimidating the first time. It's like, water's water. This thing feels like it wants to move down through a drop. Star level is safe. There's a UFO. UFO looks like it's moving left. Okay, but there's a ton of rules that are about eating the level if there's no star in it. So is this like, because Leech is made out of Phantom, are we just taking advantage of the Leech and you can go off the grid with this move? So we just want to do that at the same time the skull is dropped. But wait a minute. A dropper can't even be here, so I think Star is Leech's force and it's going up and down and there's a stop. Like, is Skull being both drop and up and down? I think it is. And it's also affecting a Star's Leech rule and turning it on and off or something. Because I can't move these skulls at all, as much as I would want to move it down here. So, you know, this setup absolutely sucks. Don't I have to sacrifice way too much to make this work? All this and I failed to make Star as Leech. Okay, I see how I could make it with a modification. Okay, here. Drop this, and... Did Star as Leech just trigger immediately because it dropped through? Oh my god. Okay, let's do it the other way instead, or whatever. Or create Leech. There we go. So now Leech is going on and off, and the drop is going on and off. So we can Leech through the cliff on Star Eat level, you fool. Anyway, is there a problem with just going through with a dot? Okay, there's no problem. Also, I think we're forced to make this push. Ooh, that's not good. Level is safe can be made, but now level without Star, but hey, I just put the Star like off the screen, like as I said I would. And you have to know that Phantom can let you do that, even though it seemed like there was no way to destroy the Star, that was the whole point. Anyway, it's truly the most bizarre fix I've never felt like I needed to do to a level, because level is Leech S. By the way, this is like one of the properties that signals to the code side of things that some hidden base rules need to be activated, but level is Leech S. I'm just gonna write level is Leech S here, and then see if the skull works. What? That's so strange. Maybe some ordering went wrong, but yeah, you have to do level as Leech S in order to make this work. Okay, can we actually beat this now? The thing is, like, okay, Baba's skull's not allowed. It's annoying because I really did want 2 Babas. Maybe we just break it at the same time, but it feels like it's not using, like, it's not really using most of the level, but sure, we'll try this. We want to break Skull as Leech at the correct moment. You know, I suppose Baba could just do that manually like that. Okay, I gotta move all this text down or something. So that stuff doesn't get stuck to the walls. It's just annoying because it feels like such cheese. And yet, it feels like a bug that Skull's Leech just doesn't work at all for some reason unless you do a thing that should be a base rule in the code already. I am so sorry for what this level was. Well, Starry Secrets. So this is how Drop and Leech work behind the scenes in, well, it's lagging, which is not great. What is causing it? Okay, anyway. So here they are. Leech is like Phantom, there was Float, there was also Safe, which explains some things. And yeah. And Host was like targeting the object that was leeched, of course. And of course there is, on the left side of the screen, there's a drop in how it does fall. Pretty nice. And also Flag is when needs to happen. Where's the rule that reduces the FPS you gain? Welcome to Firely FPSs. Anyway, there we go. Next time on D3V land. Okay, I love the way that this looks. The void. I love it. Oh, is it gonna combine all the worlds together? Also, this looks like it's gonna be like the hardest of them all. Yeah, it's gonna have charge and stuff. Also, nice color scheme. Actually, never seen this color scheme. Like, there's the Baba grayscale plus red, but never grayscale plus another color, and so this is actually, like, new to me. Anyway, see you then. Oh my god, this episode was long. Bye! Oh yeah, and also, listen to the lava theme on its own. At least a large part of it, which I recorded earlier on, I mentioned earlier. I love the melody. Lots of love bursts there.